Hello everybody, this is Stuck on the Moon, also known as Stucky. Now before we get into the actual video itself, a bit of a disclaimer here. I am recording this entire audio as well as video on a cellular device. So if the audio doesn't sound as well or the images are a bit blurry, I do apologize right here, right now. I will invest in a proper video as well as proper microphone set for the near future. But as of right now, this is what I'm stuck with, and I want to put out these reviews. So we're going to use what we have for right now, and hopefully in the near future, we'll get better equipment as we go on. So today we have the Black Templars chapter upgrade sprues. There's going to be 5 sprues in each of the upgrade boxes, and if you're lucky, you might actually get the 5th edition Black Templar art on your upgrade box, rather than this rather bland type of standardized GW upgrade box set. So keep that in mind. There is a bonus though. At least we get the more proper Warhammer 40k icon title thing card than the new weird white, green, whatever type of thing that we have right now. So as mentioned before, you're going to be getting 5 sprues. Now, the first sprue we're going to go through is the vehicle upgrade sprue. You're going to get 1 piece for your dreadnought. So this is, of course, for your standard dreadnoughts, as well as your venerable dreadnoughts and ironclad dreadnoughts. You're going to be getting a front armor piece for your Rhino chassis type vehicles. So, of course, the Rhino, Razorback, Predator, Whirlwind, etc., etc. Of course, not for the Vindicator. You're also going to get 2 doors, which you could possibly use for your Vindicator. And you're going to get your Land Raider doors right here, and the top piece for the Land Raider hatch. Keep in mind that the newer models, so let's say the Stalker and the other anti-aircraft Space Marine vehicle is escaping my mind at the moment. I do apologize. Might have a bit of a compatibility issue here. And I mentioned that a little bit more later on with the infantry compatibility for torsos and whatnot. But just keep that in mind, that some of these pieces might not go 100% on 100%. Like, it's not going to be a perfect puzzle like some of the later upgrade type sprues for the more later models. So I'm going to just show you guys, again, just a couple more rotation images here, just so you guys can have a better look-see at the upgrade sprue. And then we're going to be taking a look at the backside. There's some detail that's on the backside as well, like this awesome, Black Templar motifs on your doors. So it's pretty cool. I know a lot of people don't often see it in there, but for those that are over the top that want to paint everything and add detail to literally everything, it's there for you. So once again, this is your vehicle upgrade sprue. You're only going to get 1 of these per box. Now, as for the other sprues, you're going to be getting 2 of these sprues per box. Now, just for an example, this is going to be your bolt weapon sprue. Once again, you're going to get double per box. So in total, you're going to be getting 8 bolt guns with the regular hands to hold said bolt gun, as well as 6 chain swords and, etc., etc. You're getting double of each of the sprue / weapon or whatever iconography or upgrades. So again, I'm going to do the best I can to show you guys as much as I can with the cellular device here. And we're going to start off, of course, with the torsos. Now, something I failed to mention before is that the first company of Space Marines in most Space Marine chapters do use the Iron Cross motif. So if you want to get this kit just to put, a little bit more extra on your first company, then more power to you. For example, this is a stern guard of my Angels Vermilion chapter. If the camera can focus for a bit. Thank you, camera. Thank you very much. He uses a crux terminatus right here. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. It's a bit late at night. I'm a bit tired. So yes, you could use this iconography as well as various other weapons. So you also have a little iron cross motif on his bolt gun here, if you want to. I mean, again, more power to you, but this is more or less more for Black Templars and even possibly successor chapters for the Imperial Fists. So keep that in mind. You get 2 standard torsos on, of course, on the single sprue. You get 3 robe torsos on the standard sprue. I would use the robe torsos for my veterans or blade, sword brethren, excuse me, for my sword brethren, and then the regular power armor ones, either for sergeants or for other characters. You know, has a lot of interesting little icons and stuff like that. You get the bolt pistols. You get 3 of them per, for both of the bolt gun type of sprue. And you get as well as the chainswords. So again, I'm trying to do my best here to show you guys as much as I possibly can. And there you go. You have it all right there. I will do more rotations as we go. I just want to be talking and showing you guys the stuff as we go along. So we have the bolt guns. And again, the weapons are chained to the Astartes hand / arm. So awesome little details there. Now I know some of you may be asking, why is it chained on their arm, or why is it chained on their hand? Well, the Black Templars have this unique practice that they will not basically lay down their arms until, the battle is over. And by arms, I mean weapons, not literal arms. So keep that in mind, because other Imperial Fist Successor chapters do practice that tradition as well. Just they don't really talk about it as much because, the Black Templars are more known for that. Now, I do apologize. I'm going to have to show the helmets at a weird angle just so you guys can see most of them. You get 5 helmeted Space Marines and then a regular bare-headed, Space Marine Astartes. There you go. So, again, I do apologize if you have to, pause the video and, try to, look at it at a different angle. I do apologize for that. But, again, you get 5 of them on each sprue. And again, awesome little icons and stuff that you can add to your characters. You get the what is it called? I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, coat of arms that you can put on your Terminators, you can put on your sergeants, your sword brethren, etc., etc. And then again, more iconography that you could put on your vehicles or even other characters and all that. Maybe on storm shields or things like that. Possibilities are endless when it comes down to these type of sprues. And again, just to reiterate, we get double the sprues for each of them. So you're going to get, again, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. So keep that in mind when I'm showing you guys all this, and I keep saying random numbers. So you're going to get, on one sprue, of course, 10 power armor shoulder pads for your normal Astartes. You're going to get 5 of the Space Marine Terminator shoulder pads. So not 6, unfortunately. This one right here that my ring finger is touching is a normal power armored shoulder pad, while the other 5 right here are for Terminators. You get 3 special weapons on this sprue. You get the plasma gun, the flamer, and the melty gun. Unfortunately, there is no heavy weaponry, as well as any grav weaponry. Again, this sprue was made before all the grav weapons were made, so sorry about that for those that do enjoy their grav weaponry. You could always just put, a little Black Templar bit on it just to make it look good. You get unique power weapons, so these are a bit more unique than the special weapons, as well as even some of the bolt pistols and chain swords, because at least this has, icons, as well as, obvious Black Templar motifs. So you get a power fist, you get a power fist, you get a power axe, as well as a power sword. You get a banner for your sergeants or characters, or even possibly putting that on vehicles. You have many different choices for these various different sprues. So again, I'll just show a little bit of everything as I move along and start to talk about compatibility issues. So compatibility issues that I ran into for this sprue is going to be for the infantry primarily, since that was what I tested the most. For those that have probably got this sprue kit and have tried to use it on the new Space Marine Rhino chassis vehicles, so like again the Stalker, as well as the other tank that the name escapes me at the moment, please do tell me how that went in the comments below, not just for myself, but for others that are interested in getting the sprue and possibly adding it to it. So going back to the infantry. So the problem was that the kit itself for the torsos is a bit small on the newer Space Marine kits. And I'll show you that as soon as I show you guys just maybe one more twirl around, just so you guys can see as much as possible of this kit. I'll even include this side real quick right here. And again, I apologize for doing this. I will invest in a camera rather soon, so I won't have to do this. I'll just have it, you know, on the back over there. You can zoom in and you guys can see these bits in all its glory. So once again, torso issue. The legs are from a Devastator Marine from the newer kit, not the old kit, but from the newer kit. And the torso is rather small. Now, if I put a Mark III Iron Hen next to the torso, wow, well, the black doesn't really help. The color doesn't really help. Let me see if I can get another color here. If I get, oh, well, I can probably just use the Vanguard Veteran again. Try to get a best angle as I possibly can. Try to show you guys. What I'm trying to get at here is that the chest piece is smaller. It's gonna look a little bit smaller on the newer kit. Now this is more of the older style kit. I know it doesn't look as different, but it is on the older Space Marine Tactical Marine kits. It's just a bit smaller. The chest is gonna fit a little bit more better on probably these Space Marines compared to the newer Stern Guard kits, as well as the Vanguard Veteran kits and even various other Space Marine kits. So keep that in mind. Another thing is the backside. So for those that don't play Space Marines or those that are thinking about getting this kit, I had to shave down the connector parts. If that am I using that word correctly, I do apologize if I'm not, because it's not going to fit onto the newer kits. Now, if I grab this bit right here, this is the exact same piece for the Space Marine kit. It's the exact same piece for the front piece. There you go. For whatever reason, they protrude on the torso itself, not on the backside, but on the torso. So again, you're gonna have to keep that in mind when getting this kit, because the newer torso pieces for the newer Space Marine kits, they don't protrude anymore. They have the holes. So this is from the newer Devastator kit, that to show you guys, this is from the newer Devastator kit, and it will not be able to connect. So if you guys are going to run into the same issue that I did when I first initially tried to, glue these together, and at first I was kind of not really thinking about it, because I mean, Space Marines, they just kind of click and you glue it, but I'll do the best I can right here. Yeah, you're going to run into this. So keep that in mind, because again, the newer kits have the backsides as the parts that slightly protrude, ever so slightly, compared to the older kits where it seemed like the front torso side was protruding. And this isn't just for the newer kits, for the Space Marine kits. Again, as I mentioned before, because I really want you guys to know this, It also affects the Mark III kit. So this is from the Mark III kit, this, as well as even the Mark IV kit. This is a back piece from the Mark IV kit. I apologize if the image isn't coming fully clear, but that's just to put that out there. That is for compatibility issues for the infantry side. I do probably recommend don't use them on Primaris Space Marines. As you can see, it's just not gonna fit as well. I know individuals nowadays, they do put some of the upgrade kits on the Primaris chest pieces, or even shoulder pads and all that kind of stuff. It's just not really going to work as well as the newer kits. So keep that in mind. For those that are wanting to convert that, you could do it. I'm not saying you can't. It's not going to be easy. I should probably say that. It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to use some green stuff and be creative here. But, you know, just keep that in mind when you're doing all this stuff. I'll do the best of my ability here to show you guys primed Black Templars that I have using the... Oh, man. Unfortunately, the black primer isn't going to... Looks like we're not going to be able to see that much of the detail here. Maybe if I do something like this, maybe a little bit, maybe ever so slightly. I apologize for this. I really do. It looks good on the eye in front of me as of right now. However, it may not look the best in front of the camera. I do apologize. I'm going to have to invest like in a light right here so it can be showing on the models itself. This is a bit converted because these models that are right here, the backsides as well as the legs, were in fact from an older, or not, sorry, from the newer kits. So it is doable. There's going to be a slight little gap, but for those that wish, you could just use a little bit of green stuff and everything's going to be just fine. So just keep that in mind. But again, it looks pretty good on the eye. I really wish I had an extra light here, an extra light source, so I can show you guys a little bit more detail. But I'm going to be using these guys as my, either sergeants or, of course, the veterans for the Black Templars. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank all of you guys that stuck through the entire video. I know 18 minutes is a rather long time for, individuals to be speaking about sprues, especially at my current stage. But I do plan on doing these videos rather frequently. I do have a lot of model showcases that I do plan on making. I got some models commissioned, as well as just buying some of them off of eBay from users that I'm going to have to get the okay from for advertising their pages, because I did have very awesome experiences. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind as we go on in the future. Again, this has been your host, Stuck on the Moon. I hope all of you guys have a rather good day. And if there's any comments or questions or concerns, please put them in the comment section below. And if you guys want to see more of this content, and of course I will invest in a camera, so don't worry, that's my first thing on the list. Give this video a thumbs up. If you guys want to see other additional Warhammer content, there is on the way. For those of you guys that are also here for the other content, that is also on the way. Just been rather busy with in real life stuff as well as academic stuff. So once again, all of you guys have a good day. This has been Stuck on the Moon, also known as Stucky, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.